I'm in Hong Kong and I've been here for a week, and instead of showing you cool places, I actually want to show you how this city works. It's one of the most densely populated, fast-paced, expensive cities in the world. But when you look closely, it's a masterclass in craft, human resilience and design. So here are the 8 lessons that Hong Kong taught me about how we live, how we build, and why it takes time to get things right. If you can't go wide, go tall. Constraints breed creativity. If you've ever been here, this feels obvious, but the scale of it is staggering. Due to its steep mountainous terrain, there is not much land available. This extreme limitation created the famous pencil towers. What a lovely building! How is this thing standing? Incredibly slender high-rises, where a single apartment layout is just a copy-paste and stacked 40 times into the sky. It's a powerful design lesson. True growth doesn't happen when you have endless resources. It happens when you are forced to overcome your limitations. Everybody loves a hidden gem. I walked past this place 7 times before a friend finally told me to go inside. This is Tycoon. From the street, it's easily missed. Brilliant revitalization was led by legendary Swiss architects Herzog and Demeron. They didn't just preserve the heritage buildings, they added striking modern aluminum-clad gallery spaces. It's a great architecture, and yet it doesn't scream for attention. It waits for you to discover it. It's pretty hot in Hong Kong, but there is a lovely solution. If you need to cool down, you can have a coffee in prison. People are hungry for culture. Galleries aren't just quiet rooms for critics. They are bubbly, vibrant social hubs. People show up in incredible numbers. They stay for hours and they treat exhibition openings like a rock concerts. Design seems to be really popular. I couldn't get in because the wait queue is 1.5 hours and they close in 2 hours. I have to come the other day. There is a hunger to consume and see new shows, making the art scene feel incredibly alive and essential to the city's heartbeat. Art requires interaction, not just observation. Building on that hunger, Hong Kong changes how we experience art. At the M+ Museum in West Kowloon, people don't just politely observe. They queue for hours and they touch, they dance, and they physically engage with the installations. Coming from Europe, where there's often a polite, hesitant distance between the viewer and the canvas, seeing this raw, unfiltered interaction is incredibly refreshing. It proves great design isn't meant to be kept behind glass, it's meant to be a conversation. Craft is a life skill. Start early. I really love this one. When you look around, you see a lot of kids not just drawing, but actively doing pottery, printmaking, and crafting from bamboo. Learning craft early translates into an extremely useful skill in adulthood. People here are so organized. You see the neatly packed lunches or the way recycling is meticulously sorted. The skill in people's hands is visible in the very simple things they do every day. In today's world, having that physical tactile skill is a massive advantage and deeply valuable trait to have. Home is where the heart is at peace. Hong Kong is an ultimate intersection of global industry, finance, and creative minds. It's incredibly multicultural, but more importantly, it is welcoming. It's a city that judges you on the drive, not your passport. It taught me that home isn't necessarily where you were born. Home is where your mindset aligns with the rhythm of the city. If you have energy for it, Hong Kong makes a space for you.
Heading back to Hong Kong Island.
The freedom of having less. Coming from one of the most expensive cities on the earth, saying you don't need much to be happy sounds like a joke. But Hong Kong apartments are absolute proof. They're small, incredibly efficient, and contain nothing unnecessary. When space is this limited, you are forced to keep only the absolute essentials. And once you do, you realize that all the rest simply stop mattering. Old and new can coexist. Hong Kong is a brilliant lesson in coexistence and reuse. You have one of the fastest, most hyper-efficient underground systems in the world, yet people also commute on the historic Star Ferry, slowly crossing the harbor on traditional boats from the 1950s and 60s with their worn wooden decks. You look at the street and see a massive wave of brand new electric cars, but they share the exact same lanes with the iconic red Toyota taxis that look and feel like they haven't changed since 1990s. And of course, you still see glass skyscrapers being built using traditional bamboo scaffolding. Hong Kong proves that progress doesn't require erasing history for the sake of the new. Good design just finds a way to weave the two together. Good food is a universal language. You simply cannot talk about Hong Kong without talking about food. In a densely packed city of over 7 million people from all corners of the globe, food is ultimate connector. It's a language absolutely everybody understands. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite at bustling street stall or sitting in one of the city's 70+ Michelin-starred restaurants, dining here is an event. It brings the city to a halt and brings people together. Sharing a great meal bridges cultural gaps instantly, proving that craftsmanship on a plate is the most universal love language we have. Hong Kong is a proof that design is not only about how things look. It's about how they adapt and how they survive. Thank you for watching. This is why it takes time, and I'll see you at the next one.